The afternoon heat hangs over Houston as the 21st-ranked Houston Cougars welcome Oregon State for an intriguing non-conference matchup. Mostly cloudy skies and temperatures nearing 100 degrees will test both teams as the Cougars look to build on an outstanding 10-3 season that ended with an impressive Texas Bowl victory over SEC power LSU. Houston's success has been built on physical play, and preseason first-team All-Big 12 senior left guard Shadre Hurst is a major reason why, anchoring one of the conference's toughest offensive lines. Across the field, Oregon State is looking to bounce back from a difficult 2-10 campaign, but the Beavers still feature one of the Pac-12's top defensive playmakers in preseason first-team All-Pac-12 senior linebacker Aiden Sullivan. He'll have the challenge of slowing a Houston team that enters the year with lofty expectations and a national ranking to defend. For the Beavers, it's an opportunity to begin changing the narrative. For the Cougars, it's a chance to show last season was no fluke. The stage is set in Houston, and kickoff is coming up next between the Oregon State Beavers and the 21st-ranked Houston Cougars.
What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Oregon State Beavers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans...
Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Walker. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Oregon State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's reliable, doesn't mind doing the dirty work. Takes the handoff. It's Hatcher. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Maybe a crease. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Gets it out quickly.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Newberry. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the catch. It's Hatcher. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Hughes. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Making side adjustments here. Looking for room, it's Hughes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. On the move and looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wegman. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They want to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. They'll go to the counter. Fights off a defender. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Newberry.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got his man. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. On the ground, it's Hatcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Under fire. And wings it incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Keeps it himself. Finding some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Running inside, it's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll try it again. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Nolan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Hatcher. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pulls it, fired complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Turns it loose. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert for 3rd down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Now on the move. Got enough for the first. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the big fella. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Caught over the middle. It's Nolan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. Plows through the defense. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Hatcher. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Houston going up-tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Gets it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nolan. Could not make his way to the corner. Tough to make a living as an offense converting on 3rd and 10, but they'll try it here. Fires on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They punt it away on 4th down. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Running inside, it's Hughes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Fires to the big fella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's McGarry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. First down here for the offense. The run inside. It's Hughes. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Here's a heat. Touchdown Cougars. And that one will give them the lead.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the right side. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. On the run, it's Hatcher. Got a little grass.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. The option, the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Pulls it and runs it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. On the move. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hughes. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Beavers using their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Takes the easy completion. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, he makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up. Got it! Touchdown, Cougars! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Cougars with the immediate response.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Murphy. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So Houston gets a couple late touchdowns and gets the win 35-21 over Oregon State. Taking a quick look at the team stats. Oregon State actually had the edge in first downs 22-20. Total offense 343 to 330. Rushing yards, Oregon State had the edge 207 to 122. Passing yards, Houston did have the edge there, 208 to 136. Third down conversion percentage, Houston had the edge 55% to 40%. Oregon State had the only 2 turnovers of the game. They lost a fumble and threw an interception, and time of possession was actually won by Oregon State by quite a lot, almost 9 minutes, actually over 9 minutes. Looking at the player stats, Connor Wegman for Houston finishes 23 of 31 for 208 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. For Oregon State, Malik Murphy finishes 20 of 29 for 136 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Leading rusher for Oregon State was Malik Murphy, the quarterback, 14 carries for 92 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns for him. Good day for him on the ground. For Houston, they were led by Mekhi Hughes, 14 carries for 65 yards and 1 touchdown for him. Leading receiver for Houston, we got to give it to Amari Thomas, 6 catches for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns for him. Luke McGarry also added a receiving touchdown for Houston. For Oregon State, they were led by Eric Olson, great name, 7 catches for 36 yards for him. Leading blocker for Oregon State was Will Larkins with 11 pancakes. For Houston, it was Patrick Overmeyer with 4 pancakes. Defensive leaders for Houston, Kentrell Webb led the team in total tackles with 10. It's a 3-way tie for the lead in tackles for loss with Demarion Thomas, Sione Fotu, and Brandon Mack II, each getting 2. Demarion Thomas led the team in sacks with 1, and Keeney Parks had the interception for Houston. For Oregon State, no interceptions. Nick Norris had the only sack. It's a 3-way tie for tackles for the lead in tackles for loss with Nick Norris, Cord Shaw, and Takari Hickel all getting 1. And Harlem Howard led the team in total tackles with 11. Kicking stats for Oregon State, no field goals attempted, but Matthew Sherwood was 3 of 3 on extra point attempts. For Houston, no field goals attempted, and Zach Yoakum was 5 of 5 on extra point attempts. Punting for Houston, Liam Doherty had 4 punts for an average of 47.5 yards per punt, and for Oregon State, AJ Windsor had 2 punts for an average of 47.5 yards per punt. Kick returns for Oregon State, Malachi Durant had 3 returns for an average of 16.3 yards per return, and Aaron Butler had 2 returns for an average of 24.5 yards per return. Kick returns for Houston, Muiz Tunkara had 3 returns for an average of 22.3 yards per return, and Quentin Drake had 1 return for 19 yards. Punt returns for Houston, Quentin Drake had 1 return for 8 yards. For Oregon State, Aaron Butler had 1 return for 2 yards. Scoring summary: in the first quarter, Houston got on the board first with a 22-yard touchdown run from Mekhi Hughes. Oregon State then got on the board with a 12-yard touchdown run from Malik Murphy. It was 7-7 after 1. Second quarter, Malik Murphy adds his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, this time from 30 yards out, and Oregon State took a 14-7 lead into the halftime break. The third quarter, Houston takes the lead with 2 touchdowns. The first was a 13-yard touchdown pass from Connor Wegman to Luke McGarry. The second, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Wegman to Amari Thomas. It's 21-14 Houston going into the fourth. In the fourth, Oregon State ties it up with a 7-yard touchdown run from Malik Murphy, his 3rd of the game. But then Houston scores 2 more touchdowns, both within the last 30 seconds. The first was a 6-yard touchdown pass from Connor Wegman to Amari Thomas. The second was a 16-yard fumble return for a touchdown by LaTrevion McCutcheon. That gives you your final score of number 21, Houston 35, and Oregon State 21. So it was a tightly contested matchup. Houston scores 2 touchdowns in the last 30 seconds to make it look a little bit more comfortable than it was. Headline from the game says home field advantage. The Houston Cougars are now 1-0 after defeating Oregon State at TD-ECU Stadium. And the highlighted players are Amari Thomas from Houston and Malik Murphy from Oregon State. So Houston had Oregon State had the edge in total yards and rushing yards. Houston had the edge in passing yards and the all-important scoreboard. So Houston gets the win. Next game coming your way is going to be FCS Midwest at Iowa State in their first game since their head coach went to Penn State. We'll see how they do against the FCS squad in Ames. But from Houston, Texas, the 21st ranked Houston Cougars get the win over Oregon State 35-21, and we will see you next time.